I have been having a slightly tough time in the CT scan posting because there's a lot of rush and it's very chaotic. We have only one CT machine as of now. Soon there will be one more, but as of now we are managing OPD patients, emergency or casualty patients, as well as ward patients who have some emergency indications. We're managing all of them on just one machine, and that can result in a lot of pressure on us. Like first years, we are sitting inside the console room, that is, we are doing the scans, and we have to sometimes prioritize some emergency patients. There's a lot of resultant chaos. Patients are usually angry with us, they are yelling at us. I understand, like I sympathize with them, and it feels bad, but some necessary things have to be done. Hello. Yesterday was like a really bad day, and today is a good day. My work day is over and it was comparatively nice. I'm feeling slightly nice that Diwali is here also. Like, it doesn't really make much of a difference when you're in residency, like what festival is going on. It doesn't make a difference because you have work all the same, but at least it uplifts the spirits of those around you, like people you work with, the patients you work for, the staff, everybody else in the hospital. In general, it's a good vibe. Everybody is a little bit more positive, and it makes you also feel little positive and happy, although it makes you miss your family and it makes you miss your daily life at home and to celebrate a holiday with your loved ones. But it also makes you understand the value of all these things. Times like these, when you miss all this, you understand how valuable all those moments are. And now I'm getting too philosophical, so just going to stop all this because I wanted to just share like an update, because I was in a comparatively good mood, and last few days I have been filming only when I have been like bit sad, which has been for most of the part of the last 10 days. I don't remember what my point was also. I think my point was that bad days, good days, ups and downs keep happening, so just hang in there. And yeah. छाती का एक्सरे हुआ है? खांसी में उनको बलगम में खून आता है क्या? Hello, I've been having a very shit day as usual. This month has been full of very shitty days. I don't know if this is temporary with this month and the particular posting which I'm having, or if I'm already fed up with residency. I hope it's not that, because I still have a long way to go. I feel like I don't have any right to complain about anything, because if you look at it, everything that I'm getting to do is what I've always wanted to do. But that does not mean that some of my days don't go bad or shitty. Like, it's like when you choose medicine and then when you are having a tough time, people will be like, you chose this path, you literally signed up for all the difficulties you're going to face. That doesn't mean that you are not struggling with those difficulties, and that does not mean that you can't complain about it or vent about it to those around you. Not having a good time. Can't wait for this month to get over. So I am done with CT scan. My 1 month of CT is over. Posted in X-ray right now. Happy to be posted in a chill posting compared to CT scan. CT was really hectic. I know you are thinking, how can a radiology posting be hectic? It is notoriously the worst posting in our radio department. Now I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that every day. Hello and a very good morning to all of you. Today I am starting a new posting. It's the 1st of Jan, the new year. So I'm posted in a different part of the department, which is vascular intervention radiology. So I'm the only first year resident there. Sometimes cases are difficult and then they take very long and OT days go on for a very long time. I am excited but very nervous for my first day, and I feel like I don't know how to work there. Like I don't know what is to be done. So I'll have to figure out everything from scratch. Hopefully today won't be a very heavy day. So I will have enough time to figure everything out, to learn everything quickly. And last month I did not film very regularly. So this month I'm going to try and be better. I will take you guys along with me on my first day of vascular interventional posting. Back and I am dead. We had non-stop almost 13 hours of OT and we had like 13 cases as well. My feet are killing me, and also in VIR or any interventional radiology OT you have to wear a lead apron and a lead collar to protect your thyroid gland and to protect all your internal organs from radiation. That thing is so heavy. My shoulders, my neck, everything is just so sore right now. The fellows are so passionate and so talented, and they were just like working non-stop without even feeling the fatigue of having back-to-back cases. I guess that is because they are passionate about this. I was just like, too much work, too much. I did have a lot of fun. Like I found it really interesting and got to learn quite a bit of stuff. But as it was my first day in an interventional radiology OT, I did not know what half the things meant. I did not know how to operate the machine which I was being told to operate, but I was like, what does this mean? What does that mean? And as the day went by, people were incredibly frustrated with me because I was so inexperienced. But I think I picked on things pretty quickly, and today was just the first day. So as we advance further into this month, I will learn things faster and do things more efficiently. So now I'm going to just have a shower, eat something and sleep. Hello everybody, I'm back from my OT day, and today we had fewer cases than last OT day. And one interesting case was there was a left axillary artery pseudoaneurysm. There was a child with swelling and pain in axilla, and on doing CT angiogram they found that there was a big pseudoaneurysm. So we did something called DSA, that is digital subtraction angiogram, which we do a lot in VIR. You do fluoroscopy, which is like, imagine X-ray but with inverted colors. Like usually what is white in X-ray looks black in fluoroscopy and vice versa, and that in a video form. So that is very layman explanation for what fluoroscopy looks like. So under fluoroscopy you inject contrast, which would normally appear white on X-ray and appears black in fluoroscopy, and you see in real time all the vessels being filled up with contrast. So in this patient, when there was a pseudoaneurysm, the contrast was entering axillary artery distally, then it was filling this big brinjal shaped pseudoaneurysm, and then it was going proximally. And apart from that, yeah, again the lead apron is killing the body. I think I'm going into my already bad posture is worsening even further, but I don't know, I had fun and I missed the feeling of being actively involved in a patient's management per se. Not that I don't enjoy radio itself, but this aspect of radio is also really fun. The people who are teaching me are also really good at what they do, so it is fun to watch them do their own thing. Made me feel excited about the idea of maybe doing vascular intervention myself after my radiology residency is done, maybe trying it out or such. Yeah, that was my update for today. So I came back from my OT day today, and then immediately as soon as I got back, it was around 9 p.m. We got a call for a patient had ascites. Then he underwent ascitic tapping, and during that process his inferior epigastric artery was injured, and that had given rise to a big hematoma, active bleeding, which was seen on his CT scan. We rushed back to the OT. Patient was stable. We could do endovascular management quite easily. Then we put in coils, saw the site of active extravasation of the contrast, that is where it was actively bleeding, and then we put coils, and this was the first time I saw coiling in person. And immediately after we put 2 coils, just proximal, distal, and throughout the length where the bleeding was happening from the artery, the subsequent DSA showed absolutely no bleeding from that place, and it was like magical. Coil in person, there was just a small wire which looked like a needle, and the coil was inside of this. So to imagine that such a small coil went in and did such a great job, I had a lot of fun. Yesterday was a really fun OT day. We had 2 interesting cases, one of which was uterine artery embolization. The patient had heavy menstrual bleeding. On ultrasound and MRI, the features looked like that uterine artery embolization would be beneficial for her. In another patient who had Cushingoid features, we did inferior petrosal sinus sampling to diagnose whether a pituitary microadenoma, which is not easily detected on imaging, whether that is what is causing the Cushingoid features in the patient. These are really interesting cases. I have only ever read about these in books, so to actually see them in person, also to assist in some level, it was really fun. One of our procedures right now was so complex. We took like 4 punctures, 4 pricks, because each vein was thrombosed anywhere we went and anywhere we tried to gain access. So the procedure went on for 4 hours, which in the end it was successful though, so that is what made it worth it. Also, I want to take out some time to talk about this new platform called Medace by Manipal. I had spoken about some of its features in a previous video, like its virtual dissection lab, which has like realistic virtual cadaveric dissection setting, and it is divided region wise. Like there are modules which are divided according to the regions, like thorax, upper limb, lower limb, abdomen. They have their interactive atlases, which are like 3D atlases for anatomy. Those are the best way to understand complex anatomical relationships which are hard to grasp at a 2D level. Live tutorials and doubt solving sessions. The faculty is going to dedicate these sessions to listening to your doubts and confusions, solving them, making sure you're making solid progress at every level. The one feature that I think is the best, their study plan, which is like a computerized method of generating a customized study schedule which you can follow stress-free, because the app is going to calculate how much time you need to finish all the topics that you have decided to prioritize and do. So you can tick those topics and it will automatically come up with a schedule, like the amount of days needed to follow. Then you can do that without worrying about having buffer days or without worrying about being able to complete the portion in that much amount of time. If you are preparing for any competitive exam, like if you're not just an MBBS student preparing for your university exams, if you want to prepare for NEET and INI, they also have handmade notes, they have grant tests, subject-wise tests, you name it. So you can try this code to get 45% off for the subscription charges for the app. You can try it out for 3 months, short trial period, so that you can try the app out, see if you like it, and if you like it, you can continue. Click the link in my description if you want to check out this app. I'm done with my vascular interventional radiology posting, and it was a really interesting month. I really enjoyed it. This was my first time observing IR. It was more fun than I could have imagined. Just 2 days ago, we did a really interesting case. The patient had conceived. She was a primigravida who did not have any live children, and the gestation was actually an ectopic gestation, and it was a cervical ectopic. Cervical ectopics are quite rare, and she presented with complaints of profuse PV bleeding, and she was clinically quite pale. Her HB was like 4 She was tachycardiac. As she did not have any live children before, they wanted to conserve her uterus. That is, you do not resort to hysterectomy, which is removing the uterus entirely to stop bleeding in such a patient, because that is what the go-to would be. If a patient already had live children, that would be the safest option. But in this patient, they wanted to conserve the uterus. So they came to VIR. They wanted an urgent uterine artery embolization done. And then we did that, minimized her blood loss. They later did DNC, that is dilatation and curettage for that patient. The blood loss was limited to 100 to 150 ml during the procedure. Like one of the most interesting things I have seen since joining residency so far. Now I'm back to ultrasound, which is like a 360 degree, because I started with routine ultrasound. Now I'm back to routine ultrasound, and this is almost halfway done with residency. Like after February, it will be 6 months done, and hopefully 6 months more to go. Not more than that before juniors join and my first year ends. Yeah, I think this is a good place to end the vlog. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll stay tuned to the channel for more such residency vlogs and other videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.